and you can me just choose it. Okay, let's go to one of the application. Example, I'll say google.com, right? So let's talk about manual testing first, then we'll go to the automation later, right? Okay, now can you tell me, if you are working in a Google company and somebody asks you to test this application, how do you test it? How do you test it? What you will do? What is your approach?
Open the application in the browser.
Hey, hold on a second. First, you need to follow something. Am I right? You cannot simply open the application and test it. Right?
No.
Install the
Will you document it or not?
Write a test case first.
Yeah.
You write a
Yes.
document or not? Okay. So
Yes.
before that, we follow something called STLC. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
What is STLC?
Yes.
Software test life cycle.
Software test life cycle. Out of that, what is the first step?
Requirement collect.
Requirement collection.
Am I talking about software development life cycle or software
No.
testing life cycle?
Software.
Software testing.
Okay. I hope you are not getting confused with that. I don't know. There may be you are new to something. I hope you know SDLC also.
Yes.
Software development life cycle. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can you tell me what are the stages in software development life cycle?
Requirement
Requirement collection.
Requirement collection.
design.
Feasibility study.
Design.
Feasibility study. Very good.
High level design.
Design.
I just go with an option called design.
Yeah.
All type of design.
Coding.
Coding.
Coding. Okay.
And testing.
Installation.
Deployment.
Testing and then deployment.
Deployment. Right? Or installation and maintenance like this. Right? As a part of this SDLC, we have a process called testing. Right? For that, we follow a process called software testing lifecycle. Right? Tell me what we do in software testing lifecycle. Are you going to collect the requirement once again?
No.
No. So what is should do? It's a different process altogether. Tell me, what is the software testing lifecycle all about? What it does first? There may be different terminology you may use it here. Can I say first we'll understand the application or the requirement?
Yes.
I use a word called system study. What's the first step?
System study.
System study.
Now, once we understood the application, will you go for feasibility study, checking whether I can test it or not? In development, there is a feasibility study. I can develop it or not. Do we do the same thing? Whether we
No.
test it or not? No.
No.
Anything on this earth can be tested, provided as long as you have everything in place, right? Okay. So we come up with so many processes are there. I'll cut short it. We come with an option called test plan.
Plan.
Second process.
Test plan.
Then after that,
Test
first plan
case.
is ready.
Cases.
Test cases.
Very good.
Right.
After test case is ready.
Traceability matrix.
That is, we'll update it. In test case itself, there is one small life cycle is there. Test
Yeah.
case life cycle. I'm not talking about
Bug life cycle.
Yes.
Okay. Let's not go there.
And
Tell me what
yeah.
it is.
Test execution
Execution.
Execute.
and defect tracking.
Yes, there is one more cycle. Defect life cycle comes here. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
The test
Defect
environment.
tracking.
All those is part of test execution. In test case execution, all environment setup, blah blah things, it comes into picture. I'm just skipping it. I'm going at a very high level. After defect tracking,
Regression test.
Retesting.
Retest. Regression.
Test report.
Software. Report.
Or else retrospect meeting.
we do postmortem. Am I
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Different types of testing is there. Fine.
Mhm.
Now, when we say write test case, different types of test case we write it. Am I right? Functional test cases, integration test
Integration.
cases, system
System.
test cases. Like
System.
this we write it.
Yes.
Something functional test case, a non-functional test case also we write it. Am I right?
Yes.
Can you give me an example for non-functional testing?
Performance testing.
Very
Security.
good. Performance,
Security.
security, very good.
Load.
Can I say usability?
Usability.
Yeah.
Like this, so many things are there. I'm not concentrating on it. I'm concentrating only these functional testing. There we have different types. Now I have a simple question. Have you heard about regression testing?
Yes. Sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So let's see that here. Okay, help me out for the process. Observe this. First time when developer develops the application, Okay. Who is that new joinee in my batch?
Maybe.
Okay. Developers develop the application. Hey, please be on mute. Please be on mute. Please be on mute. Okay. So future software engineer already joined my batch. Please wait. Still you have a lot of time. So developer develop the application and give it to a testing team, right? He will give it to testing team. That's a QA. Testing team, what they do, they test everything and ensure that it's working fine. They do functional testing,
I will send you.
integration testing, system testing, and so on and so forth. They do that here. Now, this is build number 1.0. Now, is there any chance developer will give one more build?
I created
possible?
both tests for the all 3 students.
Yes, yes.
Yes,
After
yes.
testing the bug,
Possible?
one more
Why
version.
developer will give one more build? What is the
One
reason?
GP test and one TP and
Suppose
one
if any
GLBM will
issues
be there.
come.
Disturbance.
Somebody speaking. I don't know. They are in the 2-2 world. Sorry, too much of noise today. All of a sudden. Okay. So, is there any chance? Okay, all of you, my kind request. Please answer in the chat. I'll just respond. That's always better. So, please answer your chat. Okay. Please answer your. Please give answer in the chat. That's a better. Super. And so I believe it is not. Nothing important looking at my face. You might not concentrate. I'll disable my video, right? So you just concentrate on the screen, right? I hope everybody's fine with that. Super. Now, so is there any chance developer has already given build number 1.0? Is there any chance developer will give the build 1.1? Yes or no?
Yes.
Chances are there, sir.
Please try to answer it in the chat so that we will avoid the noise, too much of noise. All of you, please be on mute. Answer it in the chat only. That's always a better. Yes. Chances are there. Reason is why. Why? Ping me. Why developer will give one more build even though he has already given 1.0? What are the reasons for giving the new build? I want answers from everybody. Very good, Sharath. So one person said bug fix. Very good. Sunil's okay. Yes, Rupali, very good. Madhuri, very good. Sukanya, very good. Mukta, very good. So one is bug fix. Second one is new feature. Very good. New feature. Very good. Number 3. Pushpak, very good. Okay. So modification of the features. Very good. Very good. Vidya, very good. So bug fixes, new feature, modification for the existing feature. Okay. And can I say deletion of the old feature? Delete old feature. Yes. Very good.
Yes, sir.
Right. So like this, there will be so many reasons will be there for the developer gives a new build. But my question is, okay, already build is tested. Developer give one more build 1.1. So what testing team should do? What testing team should do? So testing team should retest this build. Retest this build. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Retest this build. Yes. Okay. And that retesting is also called as one more word. A beautiful name they give it. I hope all of you know that. That is called as regression testing. Right? Regression. Of course, fundamentally there is a difference between retesting and regression testing. So repetitively testing the same feature again and again, that is called as regression testing. Now, regression testing has an advantage also. Regression testing has a disadvantage also. Right? Let me focus more on disadvantages of regression testing. Disadvantages. Can you please ping me the disadvantages? Disadvantages of regression testing. Pramila, very good. Bandanamas, very good. It is time taking, time consuming. Yes, perfect. Madhuri, need to test same feature again and again. Correct, but let us use one terminology here. Okay. So what is that? It's a monotonous, tedious. Yes, very good. Okay, so a lot of human effort is required. Lot of effort is required. More effort is required. Yes. Like this, there are so many disadvantages you can list it. But there are two things that we should never forget. One is it is time taking and it takes a lot of effort, right? When I say a lot of effort, more engineer is required. When we say more engineer, we need more money. Am I right? We need more money, right? Lot of money is required. Of course, that will shoot up the cost of the project. And we may not release the project on time. So there will be a delay in the release. That will cost too much of money, right? There will be a penalty. And so you need to keep writing new test cases. So many things will be there. So the question is, in order to reduce this regression test cases, can I skip it? Practically, you cannot skip it. You have to test it. Now, to save the time, can I hire 100 engineers in one day and test all the application? Is it a feasible idea?
No.
No.
Yes.
First
No,
of all,
possible.
if you start announcing the requirement, by the time they will conduct interview, do you think all the engineers will join immediately today only?
No.
So there is something called notice
No,
period.
sir.
They will come after 3 months. Am I right? 2 months, 3 months, they'll commit. So, but my requirement is what? I want those engineers to join immediately, right? So these are all the practical challenges we have it here. Regression testing is very important. Neither we can skip nor we can ignore it. It's a very painstaking process. So here my question is, when I say regression test cases, does it involve, most of the cases, does it involve testing of old feature or testing of new feature? When I say regression testing,
Old feature.
Old
Feature.
correct?
Yes.
That means same feature, there are no much changes in the functionality, same functionality, but just because there is a modification, there is a defect fix second, we have to retest it. Am I right?
Yes.
So this is the best way. Instead of doing it manually, you better go for automation.
Automation.
What is the best solution for regression testing?
Automation.
Automation.
Okay, so this is not a beautiful image. I'm not going to save it. Let us quickly recall it. Observe it. Point number 1. What is regression testing?
The execution of same old test cases for the old features.
Testing the old feature again and again is regression testing. Am I right?
Yes.
What are the major issues with the regression testing?
Time
More
consuming.
time consumption and
Consuming.
lot of effort.
It requires a lot
Delaying
of
the-
time and it requires lot of effort. Am I right?
Effort.
Delaying the effort.
So next, what would be the solution for it? May not be 100% solution, at least a better solution for this regression testing.
Automation.
Automation.
Right? Automation. Right. What do you mean by automation here? Simple, Appa. Okay, let us come back now. Assume that somebody is asking you to test this Google manually. What is the procedure you are going to follow? Let us just quickly document it. Okay, let us quickly document it. Tell me what we do first. First
Open the
step is
browser.
Open the browser. Open the browser.
Browser.
Second
Enter
step,
the URL.
Enter the link.
enter the URL. Third step, enter the input.
Username.
Something, okay, just put it. And then you perform the verification. Am I right? Verify is it working or not? This is the typical process. And last step is close the browser. Am I right?
Yes. Yes.
Let me take one more application. My favorite ActiveTime application. I'll take it. I'm using it from so many years. Okay. Now somebody asks you to test this login feature. What you will do? You will log into this application. You enter username. Okay. What is the username?
Admin.
Can you see the username
Admin
here?
manager. Yes.
Yes.
Have you seen any application where username and password is there on the login screen only?
No.
No.
This is see most confidential software on this earth is this ActiveTime, right? They will display username and password only. So admin and manager. Click on login. What would happen when I click on login?
You go to home page.
Home page.
Should go to home.
Be displayed.
So upon successful.
Is it working?
Yes.
Yes. Now, whatever I did it by myself. Banu did it. Banu used keyboard and mouse. You tested here. So this is called as manual testing. What is it called as?
Manual testing.
No. What is the issue with manual testing? Banu should sit in front of the computer. He should do all this activity manually. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right? When it comes to manual testing, Banu should do it all these things by himself. That is called as manual testing. But if this is the case, usually assume that. Can we do manual testing on weekends where office is closed? Is it practically feasible?
No.
Is it feasible to do it on the midnight?
No.
No. So always there is a dependency for it. So this is the reason what we do. We go for automation. What do you mean by automation? We use a tool. We use some tools. So many tools are there. One of the tool is Selenium. We use a tool. What Selenium does it do any magic? No, it doesn't do any magic. It just does what exactly manual test engineer does. The only difference is it does little bit fast. That's all, right? So what do you mean by that? Instead of I am opening the browser on behalf of me, Selenium will open the browser. Instead of I am entering the URL on behalf of me, Selenium will enter the URL. Instead of I am entering username and password, clicking on login button on behalf of me, Selenium does it. Whatever the testing I'm doing it, instead of me, Selenium does it. That is called as automation testing. What is it called as?
Automation testing.
Okay, so performing this automatically, performing any task automatically, that is called as automation. And in that I'm doing testing here, so I'll do it automatically. So in this example, when I say automation testing, so you must know the other fundamentals also. Probably if anybody's freshers are there, so they might ask you, give me examples for automation tools, right? They might ask you to give example for automation tool. One I know what is that, Selenium. Can you guys ping me any other tool you might have heard about it in the chat rather than answering it in the voice? It's always better. Very good. QTP. UFT is another name for QTP. Sahi, yes, very good. SOAP UI is for API testing. Playwright, yes. Selendroid, yes. Yes. I hope you heard about Silk test. Test complete. Right. Yes, Lisa. Load runner. Load runner is there, but load runner is a different tool. Okay, but let me write it. Load runner. Right. We have Appium. We have Appium. We have JMeter. Yes, Pushpak. Very good. Pankaj. Very good. Any other thing you heard about it? Okay, like this you can list out 100+ tools here. Okay, now out of this, let us quickly recall it. Any idea what is the use of this JMeter load runner? Any idea why do we use it?
Performance center.
That is for performance testing.
Performance testing.
So I'm going to ignore that. Okay. Any idea? This Appium? You might have already Googled it.
Mobile
somewhere.
testing.
Mobile application testing. That is not I'm going to teach you. Right now, this is for API. I'm going to ignore it. Now, if you observe it, there are tools are there. Let me take a couple of them. For example, example number 1, Selenium. Example number 2, QTP. What is the difference between these two? Very, very simple. QTP is a commercial tool. Selenium is an open source tool. QTP is UFT. QTP or UFT? What type of tool it is? Commercial tool. Selenium is open source tool. What is the meaning? If you want to use UFT, you have to pay money to the owner. Earlier it was HP. Now it is Microfocus something. I forgot the name of the company. Right? It has been under new company. You can Google it. You'll get it. So this is a paid tool. You need to purchase a license. When I say you, not you literally, company will purchase a license. It will cost a lot of money for them. Whereas when it comes to Selenium, Selenium is free, and not only it is free, Selenium is open source. I'll talk about it right now. Out of this, of course, why are we learning Selenium? Because it's very, very good in the demand, right? And of course, there are other things are picking up in the market, such as you might have heard about it. API automation is also very good in the market. And there is another reason why Selenium is popular. Okay, we'll talk about it. So just for your quick reference, we'll share a document. Don't worry about it. So number 1, Selenium. So why Selenium? Number 1, it is free. What is the meaning of free? Should I purchase a license? Is it necessary?
No.
No, no need to purchase. Next, number 2, open source. Any idea what is the meaning of open source?
Code.
We can see the source code.
We can see the source
Can
code.
see the source code of what? Source code of what? Selenium software.
Selenium.
Only we can see that. Right? We can see the source code of Selenium itself. Free. That means no need to purchase license. Okay. No licensing is required. No need to pay anything. Right? Completely free. You can do that. Number three. There are other free tools are there. Other open source tools are there. Why Selenium? Because Selenium supports many coding languages. Example. Sir, I know Java. Can I use Selenium? Yes. I know Python. Should I learn Java? No. Selenium supports Python. You write your Selenium code in Python only. I know .NET, C# I know. Can I write code or should I learn Java? No, you can write it here. I know PHP. Can I write it? Yes, you can do that. Okay. So like this, approximately, recently I never counted. Okay, approximately it will support 13 plus languages. How many coding languages supported by Selenium? 13 plus languages. These are all some of the popular languages I'm listing out here. Of course, it supports JavaScript, so on. So. Okay. Now, what is the advantage? More people can use Selenium. What do you mean by more people? If people already know Java, they can use it. People already know Python, they can use it. It is not restricted to one specific language. Okay. And Selenium is basically a platform independent tool. Platform independent tool. What do you mean by platform independent?
It can work on any operating system.
Yes, any operating system. You need not worry about it. It works on Windows. It works on any flavor of Unix, Linux. It works on a Mac, right? Everywhere you can use it. That's another advantage of using Selenium. Okay. Last but not the least, it will support almost all the popular browsers. Right? Selenium supports all the popular browsers. Okay. What are the browsers you might have heard about it?
Chrome, Safari,
Chrome, okay. Chrome, Safari,
Mozilla,
Firefox,
Edge.
Edge. Papa, recently one browser is died. Which is that?
IE.
It's almost on the deathbed because Microsoft officially said we are not going to support anymore. Okay. So like this, okay, Opera. Have you heard about Opera?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Like this, many browsers are there. Almost, I'm not saying every browser, all the popular browsers are supported by Selenium. Okay. And let me repeat it. In interview, they might ask you, why are you choosing Selenium? Why Selenium is popular? So many points are there. One of the point is, major important reason is Selenium is free. What is the meaning of free? Should I pay money and purchase a license, or anybody can use it without paying any money?
Without paying any money.
I can. Okay, next up. Can I see the source code of Selenium?
Yes.
Yes. Can I download it? Yes.
Yes.
If I am able to download it, can I change the source code? Can I customize it according to my company project need?
Yes.
That is a major advantage of this open source. Okay. Next. When I say Selenium, should I learn only one language, or if I know some other language, can I use it?
Yes.
Many languages.
Many language supports. Almost all major languages are supported. It works here. And is it specific to any operating system, or I can use it in any of the operating system?
Any operating system.
Any operating system I can use it, right? Most of the cases, okay. And it supports many browsers. Now, okay, Selenium looks good. Does it have any disadvantage? Of course, it has a disadvantage. Observe which software it supports. I said what it is supporting.
Browser.
Am I right? Okay. Assume that I want to test this application. Which is this application?
Calculator.
Calculator. What type of application? Is it a web-based application? Standalone application. Can I test it using Selenium?
No.
No.
Cannot do that. Okay.
No.
Now, Zoom is what type of application? All of us are using Zoom. What type of application? Zoom.
Web-based.
Light.
It has got many. It has got many. Number one, Zoom server is there somewhere in China. They are recording everything what you say. Careful. Okay, na? I'm just kidding. Can I open the Zoom using the web browser?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
It has a web client also. Can I install a Zoom application on my desktop and open it?
Yes, sir.
That becomes a client server application.
Correct.
What type of application?
Client
Client.
server application.
If you open it in a browser, it becomes what type of application? Web application.
Web
Web
browser.
application.
Can I open Zoom in the mobile phone? Some of you are
Yes.
using it.
Yes.
Is it a mobile application then?
Yes.
Yes, second.
API.
Okay. Now look at this. Using Selenium, can I test all the Zoom versions? Sorry, you cannot test it. You can test only.
Web
Application.
We
And
cannot
client
test client server.
Client server.
We cannot test mobile. You need to use some other tool. Okay, applications. Example here, you can use some other QTP or something. You can do that. Okay. And Selenium people only gave one more software called Venium. What's the software?
Venium.
Venium. That is a failure project, not so successful. And for this, we have mobile for application. We have Appium, which is also part of the Selenium project, but it's a second, right? Okay. So what is the major disadvantage of Selenium?
We can't
can
test
test
all
only
kinds of
Standalone
We
application.
can test
client server,
only web
web
application.
browsers.
Okay, we can test only web application. Are we testing the browser? Or are we testing the application present inside the browser?
Application.
application
present inside
present
the
in
browser.
Don't say that we are testing browser. No, no, no. We are not testing browser. We are testing the application which opens in the browser, right? Any question till this?
No, sir.
Too
No,
much
sir.
of theory, I know. Okay, so it's too much of theory, I know. Okay, so now where do I download Selenium? Let us go to Google Mama and ask him Selenium. When I type Selenium, it will come to this website. Right? Let it open it. Give me a second. Today my internet connection is super fast. I don't know all of a sudden what happened. Now, so of course, people will ask, hey, can I test API using Selenium? Answer is no. We can integrate API testing in Selenium. Remember that. What is possible? We can integrate API testing along with Selenium. But is it Selenium is meant for API testing? No, Selenium is not meant for
No.
API testing. So please be careful about it. Whenever you go to company, right? Whenever you go to company, all these things I'll prepare a theory. Don't worry about it. There will be an application. This application will have web. It will have client server. It will have mobile. It will have mobile. Then what the people will do, so-called architect, they will design something called automation framework. I'll teach you. Whenever you go to any interview, 100% damn sure there will be a question on automation framework. I will teach you that. They will design an automation framework in such a way that this framework will support web application also. This will support client server also. This will support mobile also. In case if you're doing middleware testing in between API, right? This will support. But what they will do for web, they may use Selenium. For client server, they may use Venium. For mobile, they may use Appium. And for this API, I'm really sorry, I'm not good at writing. Handwriting is not good. For API, they may use Rest Assured. Right? Like they do it here. All these features are combined and they created one framework. Let me call it as hybrid framework. What type of framework?
Hybrid.
Hybrid. Mixture of everything. Okay. So I have seen people, sir, in my company, I'm using Selenium, but it is doing API testing also. But tell me in reality, is it Selenium is doing API testing?
No,
No.
rest assured.
Some other tools are something they've integrated. How it is possible to integrate? Because all are open source free, they can integrate whatever the wish they do it. Okay. So, but Selenium scope is what? What type of application we tested? It is
Web
only.
application.
Only the applications.
Now my question is, in my automation script, can I write one line code which performs action on the web? Can I write next line code which performs operation on the API? Is it possible? Answer is yes, it is possible. You can do that. This will create a confusion. People will think that Selenium is doing API testing, but is it the Selenium is doing it?
No.
No. Please be careful about it. Right? So it's just a quick questions we have. Super. Shweta, I hope I answered your question. Right? Okay. So now let's come. Let us go here. Okay. Selenium. I need not answer. Please read it loud and clear. What it says.
Selenium automates process. That's it.
That's it. Okay. That doesn't do anything else. Okay. Selenium is used for automating browsers.
Browser.
When I say automating browsers,
Browser.
application present inside the browser.
What you do
That's
with
all.
that?
Okay, and they say what they say.
What you do with that power is entirely up to you.
It will help you to connect to the browser, perform the action. You do whatever you wish, right? You do whatever you wish. Okay. So now this is the website. I'll just share it in the chat so that all of you can access it. Now don't do that. Let me show you all the steps. Then only you start doing it. Just give me a second. Right. Just put it. I put it in the chat. Okay. You can also open it and keep it here. And if I just scroll down, I hope you can see there are 3 columns are there. What is the first one?
Selenium WebDriver, ID,
Second one,
grid, IDE,
Selenium
and then grid.
ID. One more.
Grid.
Great. Okay. Now, Selenium ID. Selenium ID is what is it? It is for this purpose. What is the purpose? Tell me.
Simple record and playback.
Record and playback.
Playback. Okay. Now tell me. In interview, if you go and say, I am expert in Selenium ID, give me a job. Do you think they will entertain you?
No.
No, not at all.
Okay. The record and playback is a child game, right? Example, anybody has a mobile phone, anybody can do record and playback. I'm talking about our real life. Simply they'll click record and playback. Using that record and playback, can you create a bigger movies? Is it possible?
No.
No. Can you create a movie like your favorite movie? I think all of us have seen Titanic, Jurassic Park,
Yes, sir.
right? Avengers Endgame. Can we create a movie like that by using record and playback?
No.
No.
Interviewer expectation is what? They want you to create a Titanic movie. Okay, that is what their expectation. You cannot say that I know record and playback. Intentionally, I'm not going to discuss this. It's a useless option for us for interview, right? But what is useful? The first one is very, very useful. What is the first option?
Selenium
Selenium
WebDriver.
WebDriver.
And of course, not just writing a script is enough. I need one more option. What is that? Selenium Grid. Why I need this for real time? I hope you can read this technical terminology. Okay. Please read this word.
Scale by distributing the
Distributing
Distributing, running test,
running
and
the test.
several machines and managing multiple environments. Don't you think this is what we should do in real time?
Yes, actual difference.
Yes.
That means, do we test only the application in one OS, one browser, or we should test it in multiple OS, multiple browser, multiple versions?
Yes.
Multiple browsers and multiple versions.
Multiple
I hope all of us are heard about a word called compatibility testing.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The
Please
multi-platform.
call us compatibility testing. For that, what we need? We need this option. Which option we need? Tell me.
Selenium Grid.
Selenium Grid.
Let us start with
Selenium
WebDriver.
WebDriver.
WebDriver. We learn the complete Selenium, and then I will teach you how to run the same script on multiple computers and at the same time, parallel executions and all. So thread concept will come into picture. We'll discuss it. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I will just click on this button here. I hope you can see this. Download. I'll click on this. Right. And here, what is the latest stable release?
3.1.
3.141.59.
But Selenium people already working for the next release. What is the next one?
4.0.
Beta 4.
Am I using it? No, I'm not going to use it. Why I'm not going to use it? Please observe what it says.
Beta.
Still in development.
That means, is it an official release?
No.
No. No.
It is still in a beta stage. So when it comes, we will see. And I will also give you a quick glimpse at the end. What is the difference between, what are the new things added in the 4 version? As of now, let us not worry. So throughout our discussion, which version of Selenium we are going to use it? Selenium 3.
3.14.
Okay, you cannot mug up this number 141.59. Remember the first number. What is the latest version? 3.
3.
That is a stable version. But what is the upcoming version?
4.
4.
Why are we not using it? Because still it is in a beta.
Development phase.
The trial.
Only try. Still it is a beta. That's clear. So when I click, I hope you can see that. Can you see a file is downloaded?
Yes, sir.
Okay. But it is asking me a question. Hey, it may harm your computer. Don't worry. Click on this button. Can you see the button? What is the button?
Click.
Click it. Right now, I want all of you to download right now along with me. Right? I've shared the link in the chat. So download it. Don't do anything. Just download it. That is enough. I'll give it 1 or 2 minutes time. Just download it. Whoever has a laptop can do that. Okay. Super. So it takes time, don't worry. So meanwhile, let us see what is the prerequisite for Selenium. For Selenium. Assume that I have a computer. What is required in this computer? Okay. Of course, whether you say it or not, by default, there will be a OS that is secondary. That's a minimum bare requirement. Okay. It is a computer. Everything is working fine. On top of this OS, working OS, what else is required? I need a JDK. Which software is required? JDK. Next. Can I write a code in Notepad? Yes, you can do that, but that is very, very tedious process. It's easy to use an IDE. So I will be using a IDE, which is a IDE. I'm going to use it. Eclipse IDE. Which is IDE?
Eclipse.
So what should I have installed first?
Java.
Yeah.
JDK.
Which versions are 1.8 and above, whichever you are comfortable. Then I'm using an Eclipse IDE. Sir, can I use any other IDE? Yes, procedure is same. Okay, almost the procedure is same. You can use it. Of course. What type of application we are trying to automate using Selenium?
Web application.
When I say web application, how do you open web application? What is required?
Browser.
Browser is required.
Browsers.
And out of this most popular browser, let us start with Chrome. Any browser procedure is same. Okay, I'll teach you how to do that. I'll start with the Chrome browser. And Chrome browser in the sense, let me just show you that. Don't forget. I'll go with the about Google Chrome. Please ensure that you always have an updated version. As on today, it is 91 version, right? Please use it. Older version, can I automate it? Yes. Unnecessary issues, you will get it. I'll go with the 91 version. Next. Is it enough to simply open the browser and close the browser?
No.
No? Right?
No, sir.
So we need an application, am I right?
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
I don't want you to develop any application. As of now, for web application, I will give you just internet connection is enough. Internet connection is enough. If you are hearing my voice, that means you have an internet connection. That's all. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Right? Okay. So tell me the prerequisites for Selenium. What do you need?
JDK.
JDK, Eclipse, browser, web application.
And
Web application access using internet. And so can I use web application in my own laptop without internet? Yes, you can do that. For that, you have to install the web application, host it and all. Very complicated. Let us not get into that business. Let us use a simple internet connection. Internet is cheap now, right? That's all. Now, I hope all of you have this prerequisite in your laptop right now. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you face any issues, don't worry. I'm there to solve it. The next thing is, don't we need Selenium software?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that is what I have downloaded just now. That is what I have downloaded just now. Right? Let me show you here. I'll just copy this. Just cut it. Let me go to the location. Selenium day one. Let me paste it. So what is the name of the Selenium software? Name of the Selenium software is this.
Selenium server standalone.
But actually speaking, there are other files are there. But as of now, this much is enough. And don't try to mug up all this. Okay, so don't waste your time on this. Actually speaking, in Selenium, there are two parts are there. One is client, one more is server. Which one I am using?
Server.
Server. Okay, that is enough to start with. Okay, now. And I believe all of you have downloaded it. Okay, let me show how to install it. I'll repeat it. And then again, I will tell you, you do it. Take your own time. Don't get into the urgency of doing it. And if you are facing any issues, I'll help you out. Don't worry. Please be on mute. Okay. Next. This is not enough. One more thing is required for Selenium. Let me show you the problem. Then I'll tell you why it is required. Okay. One more software is required. I will tell you what is it. Observe. What is the extension of the Selenium 5 software? What is it?
Jar.
Java.
I hope you know the full form of Java.
Java archive.
Java.
Java archive. When I say archive, it is something like a zip file, okay, compressed file they have given it here. Let's see how. Okay. So listen to me. Do not note down anything. Don't try to do along with me. I'll give you enough time. I'll repeat it 2 times. I'll repeat it 2 times. Okay. And then you do that. Number 1. JOS is of course there. JDK latest test, is it there or not? I'll open command prompt. I will say Java -version. Yes, I have a Java version. I have a latest version 16. That should be fine. Done. Eclipse. Yes, I have an Eclipse. Browser. Yes, I have a browser. Web application. Yes, I have an access to Google. Internet is working fine. Okay. Next. Selenium jar file. Yes, I have downloaded. Right. Here is the Selenium jar file downloaded. Okay. Now, how do I install it? Let us create a Java project first. Let us create a Java project. Okay. You click on this. In case if you are not getting it, you can go to File, New Java project. I'll repeat all the steps. Concentrate on the screen. Do not do anything till it. Okay. I will say automation. Any name you want, a valid name, you give it. Automation. Click on finish. Right. Don't worry about any of this. Okay. Just create a Java project. So the first step would be create Java project in Eclipse. Can I use existing Java project? Of course you can do it, but my recommendation is you please create a new Java project. Okay. Once you create it, let us ensure that this code is working. Normal Java program is working. Before getting to Selenium, let me create a package P1. I'm not following coding standard as such. Sorry for that. Let me create a class demo1 with a main method. Okay, and of course, let me increase the font size and let me write a code SOP Selenium. Right, SOP Selenium. Let me run it. I'll get an output as Selenium. Okay, I request all of you to do this and post the screenshot. Okay, in the WhatsApp is always better. Do this till now. Right? Did I install Selenium? No, I'm not installed Selenium. I'm ensuring that my environment is proper. Okay. So I request all of you to create a new Java project. Write one line code SOP Selenium. Okay. Write your name also. Run it. Working fine. Code the screenshot. Today we'll just write one line code in Selenium. That's all is my objective today. Let's see who does it fast. Do not neglect. Very good, Deepthi. Super fast. Others, do not neglect. I'm telling you, Selenium is very, very volatile. One day, if you miss it, also gone case. Bandanama, super good. Adiba. Ashok, very good. Madhuri, very good. Post it in the WhatsApp group. It's easy, or else I need to keep opening the individual messages. It would be tough. What about all the other Prime Minister, Chief Minister attending this batch? Good. Karthikeyan, good. Anshuman, good. Fantastic. This kind of a struggle will be there for 1 or 2 days till all the environments are set up. That means when code started working, it will be easy for you. Pankaj, very good. Sorry, Pramila, very good. Pramila, select Java project. Java project. Prasad, very good. Sukanya, very good. And newcomers, there are multiple WhatsApp group. So people who are already doing Java course, they are posting it in a different group. So you will also be added once you confirm joining the batch. Okay, Ram, don't worry, we'll solve your issues later.
Okay, sir.
Very good. Sunil, very good. Sunil Suvarna, very good. Sharath, good. Puneet, good. Oh, super. Oh, I believe we are okay till this. Fantastic. Right. Shweta, very good. Now, next step. So the first step is we created a Java project and right, demo code and run. Okay, it's a demo code. When I say demo code, I'm talking about Java code. Why I'm doing it? Because later point we'll not be able to find out whether it is a Java problem or Eclipse problem or Selenium problem. Okay, do this. Third step. I need this, right? I'll create one folder here. New, I'll create an option called folder. Right? In this folder, let me just give a name called LIB, library. I'll create a folder called LIB. I'll repeat. How did I do that? Right click on the automation, right click on the Java project, go to new, select the option called folder, give a name called LIB. Okay, that is what the activity should do. So the next step is create a folder in Java project with the name LIB. Fourth step is copy paste Selenium jar file into that folder. Right, what I will do, I just copy this, go here, I'm going to paste it. Right, this is the step you should do. Right, do that for me in your laptop, please. Don't do anything else, just create one folder and copy paste. And people who don't have access to the laptop, or if you have not installed any Java and all, it's okay. You can take a notebook and write down all these steps. Anyhow, I'll share the screen, this video recording also. You can refer it later, but it's always better you note down somewhere. Okay, no need to post any screenshot for this. Okay, just do that. Just do that. If you have done it, just simply say the message done in the chat. That's all I wanted. Don't post any screenshot for every step. Just simply say done, something like that. Super. Super. Ankit, hold on. Next, very, very important step. Very important step. Right click on the jar file. I'll repeat. Do not right click on the Java project. Do not right click on the folder. Right click on the jar file. Go to build path. Select this option called add to build path. Please do this. Right click on the jar file. Go to build path. Select add to build. Let me write it. Don't get scared by looking at my handwriting. You will get a beautiful notes. Don't worry. So right click on Selenium jar, then go to build path and select add to build path. Please do that. Why we should do all these things, I'll teach you. But as on today, please follow the instructions. That's it. If you do that, you will get it one more option called referenced library. Right? You will get one more option called referenced libraries. And by the way, we are in which place? In a option called Package Explorer. If you're not getting it, don't worry. Simply go to Window, Show View, Package Explorer. Right? You get an option called Package Explorer. So we will have Selenium jar file under library, and after adding it to build path, it comes under reference library also. To place it will be there. Very good. Sunil, I believe you mean to say that you have copy pasted under lib. Once you add it to build path, it appears automatically under reference library. Very good. Now, honestly speaking, Selenium installation is over. That's all you should do. We are ready to write a Selenium code. Is it easy? Difficult?
Easy, sir.
I think you might have seen so many installation of the softwares. Download, double click, next, finish, restart. So many issues will be there. Am I right?
Yes.
Here, what we did, simply copy paste, add to build path. Over. That's all the simple steps. But of course, there are other things where we'll do that. Okay. I'm going to repeat it. You can also repeat it in the chat rather than answering it. If too many people speak at the same time, it creates a traffic jam. First step is create a Java project. How do I do that? File, new Java project. You can give whatever the project name you wish, a suitable one. Do that. Just create a Java project. Then ensure that Java project is correct. How do I do that? Create one package. In that, create a class with the main method. And then let us write something. That's the bound. What my name I want to write. Write it, run it, ensure it's working fine. Once it is done, now the actual installation, right click, new, select the option called folder, create a folder, give a name called lib, and then the Selenium that you have downloaded, copy that and paste it. Right. And here, should I right click on the lib folder? Please never do that mistake. Never right click on the folder. Where I should right click on the jar file. Right click, build path, select the option called add to build. Just do this. We are ready to do this. Right. Shweta, are you in Package Explorer? Did you copy pasted the jar file? Yes. Right click, build path. I'm not getting it now because I already added to the build. Cross check. Shweta, are you able to see this option reference library? It means it is already added.
I'm actually using IntelliJ, so I'm just
Okay. No. Okay, so IntelliJ, I'll tell you, don't worry. IntelliJ, let me open it. IntelliJ. I'm not sure whether I have it here. I have. Let me show you that also. Okay. File, new project. Okay, you can create a Java project, right? Oh. Right. And what you can do is you can just create one folder. Copy paste it. Right click. Right, there will be a different options. It's been so many days. Okay, wait a second. Can you say, Shweta, can you see this option?
Let me check.
Add as library, you select. That's
Yeah, got it. Thank you.
That's it. That's all you have to do. It is ready. Done. It's okay. Anybody facing any issues, I'll solve them. Don't worry. Now, let us write one simple program. Okay, in Selenium. I'll start with the Google Chrome browser because it's very, very easy. In Selenium, there is a browser called Chrome. For the Chrome, there is a class called Chrome driver. Right? I use control space. Please observe Chrome driver. If you do not attach the jar file, it will not be displayed. Let me show you here. Right click, build path. I do the opposite. Remove build path. Control space. Am I getting any intelligence here? Is it displaying anything here? No, because you just copy pasted the jar file. It doesn't know whether to use it or not. I want to tell the Eclipse or I want to tell the IntelliJ, hey, use it. So that is the reason I'll say right click, build path, add to build path. Okay. So here, control space, Chrome driver. Java experts, tell me how to create an object of this.
Chrome driver, Chrome
Driver, C is equal to
Driver
new.
equal to
Just a
new.
new
Chrome driver.
Chrome driver.
Easy.
Yes.
Now, is it Chrome driver class? Is it my class? It's a Selenium class.
Selenium class.
Is it present in my package or it is present in a different package?
Different package.
Selenium.
What is the statement I got it?
Is import.
Yeah.
Whenever you try to use any class which is in a different package than the current package, which statement is mandatory?
Import.
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 And when I say import statement, did I type it?
No.
You cannot mug it up. So what I did is very, very simple. Observe. When I say Chrome driver, I type the shortcut control space. What is the shortcut?
Control space.
Control space.
There I got Chrome driver. Then I wrote driver, some name, whatever it is equal to
New
Chrome
driver.
driver. Right now, let us run it and see what happens. Okay, let us run it and see what happens. I'll give you enough time for you to write a program. Let me just run it. Tell me, is it working or is it throwing exception?
Exception.
It said me.
What is exception?
Illegal statement.
Illegal state exception.
Oh, it is
Line number
scolding me. Let us see what it says here. Okay, it will tell you one story. Don't worry. Okay, I'll just tell you that. Let me put it here. Here it will tell you story. Path to the driver executable must be set, blah, blah, blah things. I'll explain that. Okay, number one. Please understand this concept. What are we trying to automate using Selenium?
application.
Right. That means we are in this example, I'm using Google Chrome browser. Which browser?
Chrome browser.
In that Chrome browser, there is one application is there. Example www.google.com. I'm trying to automate it. Am I right?
Yes,
Which language I'm using to automate it? Java.
Java.
Here I'm writing the program. I'm writing in the Eclipse IDE. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Eclipse IDE, you know where is the Java? Because Java path is set already. Am I right?
Yes.
Here, when I'm writing a program, I added Selenium jar file also. Am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
And I'm able to I'm able to create a class also. Everything is perfect. But when you write a program, Selenium will try to perform the action on the browser. Yes or no?
Yes.
But browser will not allow Selenium to do it because it will think that somebody is hacking Chrome browser, somebody is trying to access the browser illegally. So that is the reason any of these tools, they will never be able to access the browser directly. So what they did, they come up with one solution. What is that? They developed one mediator software that is called as driver executable. What is that called as?
Driver
Driver
executable.
Driver executable.
Why driver executable? Observe. Selenium software is developed by a Selenium organization, which is called as OpenQA. What is the name of the organization?
OpenQA.
Currently, earlier they started with ThoughtWorks, okay, so on and so forth. I'm not going to go with the history. It's I never seen anybody asking question, who is the father of Selenium, mother of Selenium, child, all those things are nonsense questions. I'm not going to cover it intentionally. Let us focus on more on the things which are asked in the interview, things which are required in the real time. Okay, now here Selenium software is developed by one company and Chrome is developed by Microsoft. Ayyappa.
Google.
Huh?
Google.
Lo Sundar Pichai will commit suicide in this Chennai beach only. Papa. Google. Now, if you observe it, there are two different softwares. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Google cannot allow everybody to access their softwares. They said, okay, let us do one thing. Let us come up with one mediator. Okay, so that mediator is called as a driver executable. This driver executable is actually speaking developed together by Selenium people also and Google people also. This is a software developed by together, because how Selenium know how the Google Chrome will work internally? Am I right?
Yeah.
So that is the reason one person from Google, one person Selenium, together they wrote it in the left and right hand, they wrote it in the same system, they wrote it. So that is called as driver executable. Now, where do I get a driver executable? I'll teach you. But my question is next. If I download this driver executable, will it work for another browser called Mozilla Firefox?
No.
No.
sir.
Why?
No.
This is specific to
Chrome.
what I'm saying is, every browser has their own additional software. They are called as driver executables. What is it called as?
Driver executable.
That is required. In this case, which browser I'm taking as an example?
Chrome.
Chrome. So let us see how to do that. Let me go back to Selenium. If I scroll down a bit, I will share you the URL. Don't worry. Okay. Can you see here we have an option called browser?
Yes.
Let me click. And here there are so many options are there. You can see the Chrome. I will go with the documentation. It will tell you full story. If you have patience, you can go through that. Whereas in this example, can you see this here? Downloads are available.
Latest
Yes.
is beta.
Let's see. Hold on a second.
We have 91.
What is my browser version?
91.
91.
I'll just click it here. Most of you will be using the same thing. I will put it in the chat so that you can access it. Just give me a second. All of you, did you receive in the chat?
Yes.
Let's see this here. Can you see there are so many files are there?
Yes.
Yes. What is the use of the first one?
Linux, it will be for
Linux fundamental. Operating system Linux.
Sorry.
Oh, it's related to OS.
This is for Linux.
operating
This is for
Mac.
Mac. Any rich people in my batch? Anybody is using Mac? Please ping me.
Yes, sir.
Oh, one of the rich people. Is it your personal laptop or office laptop?
Office lab, sir.
Hey, poor fellow. You are cheating me.
He also, sir.
Okay, all the poor fellows. So here we have one file. What is that? Windows.
Windows.
What it says?
32-bit.
32-bit.
But this works on 32-bit also, 64-bit also. Don't worry, right? We have to use this. Depending on your operating system, you download it. In this example, my operating system is Windows. I will download this zip file. Okay. And after downloading it, don't do copy pasting business. Hold on a second. Let me just open this. Or let me just go to the location. Just give me a second. Let me copy this. Do not paste it in Eclipse. Please have patience. Let me just go to Selenium day one, paste it. Tell me what type of file it is. Zip file. Generally, what you do first thing when you see zip file?
Extract.
Extract.
I'll select this option here, extract here. Okay, na? What is the file I got?
Chrome driver.exe.
This is what I was talking about, our driver executable file. Remember, right? Okay. What is the name of the file? Is
Driver
Chrome
driver.exe.
driver.exe. So this is called as driver executable file. What is it called as? Driver executable.
File.
Now, what is the beauty of it? Does this file understand Selenium? Yes. Does it understand the Chrome browser? Yes. This is like a mediator. So it will receive all the requests from Selenium and it will forward everything to Chrome. Since it is officially authenticated by Google, Chrome will allow to perform the action. If it is anything else, it will think that somebody is hacking it, it will block it for security reasons. Okay, we have it here. Now, how exactly it works? Internally, all this happens using API. Internally, how this execution happens, tell me, using what? API calls.
API.
Okay, it is using API calls. Which API it uses? It uses JSON wire, right? Protocol. It uses a protocol, sorry. It uses a protocol called JSON wire protocol. What is the protocol? JSON
wire protocol.
We will talk about this later. This is very, very early. I don't want to confuse all this. We'll come back to it. Don't worry. Okay. So, but let us quickly see this. So I have a computer. In this computer, different softwares are there. What is that? OS is there. JDK is there. Any IDE is there. Eclipse, Intel is there. Whatever it is, IDE is there. Okay. And what else we need? We need a browser. We need an internet connection. Am I right? For web application. Next, I download Selenium jar file. I need one special software now. What is that? Driver executable. What is it called as? Driver executable. Which driver executable you are going to download it? That depends on the browser. That depends on the browser. Right now. So what I did, I created one Java project in the IDE. I copy pasted jar file, added to build path. That's the first step. Second step is you need to specify the driver executable. Let us see how to do that. Right, just give me a second. So many files are opened. I'm sorry. Should I copy zip file or exe file?
Exe.
EXE file.
Copy exe file. Remember, what is the extension of the file?
Exe.
.exe.
Exe.
Which operating system I am using?
Windows.
For other operating system, you will never see .exe. It will be just a Chrome driver. What will be the other file in other operating system? In Mac, Linux, and all, what will be the file name?
Chrome driver.
Only in Windows, what is the file?
.exe.
Chrome driver.exe. Okay, let me just copy this. Let me just copy it. Meanwhile, it is not recommended to paste it in the same location. Let me paste it in a different folder. Right. I will give a name called driver. Okay. And let me just paste it here. Right. Do this. All of you do this. Okay. And please share the screenshot of this. Okay. This part. Do not add exe file to build path. I'll repeat, do not add the exe file to build path. Don't do that. Just copy paste it. Do this till this and paste the screenshot. Okay. Sunil, for Mac, which one to download? Already I showed you. Which one to download? This one to. Oh, you go with the 64. This one you go for. Mac 64. Vidya, ensure that you are in Package Explorer. Right click and then paste it. Don't worry if you are facing issues, I'm there to solve it. Vandanamas, very good. Aishman, very good. Madhuri, very good. Archana. Now. So there are two things we did. Number one, we copy pasted jar file, added to build path. Number two, I copy pasted exe file, right? That's all. Any question till this?
No, sir.
Which one we added to build path?
Selenium jar
Jar
file.
file. Did I told you to add exe file?
No.
No, never do the mistake. Why? If I try to add, what will happen? Right click. Before right clicking, observe the name of the project, my project, J symbol. Please observe it. Right click. Okay. Build path, add to build path. If you add exe to build path, let us see what happens here. Can you please see this red color?
Yes, sir.
That means there is the error in the project. What is the mistake? Error in the project. Can you see the beautiful bindi there? Double bindi.
Yes.
This indicates there is a error in the project. So when do you get an error? If you add exe file to build path, never do that. What I should do? Right click, build path, remove from build path. Okay, remove that from the build path. Error will disappear. I'm sorry, I'll just zoom it out. Understood what happens if you add the exe file to build path? Never do that. Right? Never add the exe file to build path. So what to do? Let me write one program. Okay, and I'll explain later what is the purpose of it. I will write a code. System.set everything is case sensitive. Set property. Java experts, tell me how many arguments it is taking.
2 arguments.
Two arguments.
What
Key
are
and
those?
value.
Key and value.
value.
What is the
Key and
data
value.
type?
String.
Oh, the string. Am I right? Let us
Yes, sir.
hold on. I'll explain this later. This is if I explain everything in one day, it might create a confusion. We'll go string and value. We'll step by step. First argument is key. Second argument is value. Now, what is the key? For that, you have to look at the exception. What it says, path to the driver executable. Which one is driver executable here?
Chrome driver.
Chrome driver.
Driver.exe. Okay. What we should do? We should set the path. What we should do?
Set the path.
Set the path. Using what?
System property.
System property.
That is what the program have written. System property. Why? I will tell you later. Now, path to the driver executable must be set by the WebDriver.Chrome driver. This is what the key they are talking about. Let me put the key here. Right? Can you guess what is the value? By looking at this sentence. What is the value?
Value is the path.
Path.
Path. Path of what? Path of what?
Chrome driver.
Chrome driver.
Let us go
Chrome
step by
driver.
step. I'll go in the reverse order. Tell me the name of the file.
Chrome driver.exe.
Hold on a second. In which folder it is present?
Driver.
Right. Am I right? Next.
And
Hold
that's
on
my
a second.
program.
Hold on a
Sorry,
second.
driver.
Where is driver? In which folder driver is present?
My project one.
My project.
Under my project.
Observe. In Java. Instead of typing my project,
Dot.
I can
Dot.
simply put dot. What I can put?
Dot.
Current.
Here, dot means current Java project. What's the meaning of dot?
Project.
Current
Java project.
Current Java project. It will avoid giving the lengthy path. It's easy to do. Okay. Now, let me just continue this. Let us see what happens if I run it. See this. Can you see what happened on the screen? Tell me what happened.
Open the Chrome.
Chrome browser is opening, am I right?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, yo, sorry, error, I'm getting it. Is it a error?
No, sir.
No,
Tell
sir.
me,
No, sir.
anywhere does it say the word
Warning.
error?
No, sir.
No.
Warning kind.
Everything in red color is not error. Remember that. Right? In Kannada, we have a beautiful says. Okay. Is it all white liquid or milk?
No.
No.
Bellaಗಿದೆ.
Right? So in Kannada, I mean, it may be there in other languages also, I'm not sure. Right? Everything which looks white is not milk. Similarly, everything which looks red is not error. Remember that. Okay, this is how it is printed. Let me take this to the one more level. I will say driver dot I calling a method. What is the method I'm calling?
Driver dot
Close.
Let us run it and see what happens. Look at this. Just observe quickly. Did you saw what happened?
Yeah, it opened and closed.
Open the browser and
Open and
close.
close.
Open the browser and close the.
Open the browser, close the browser. Right? Which code is opening the browser? This code is opening the browser. Open the browser. How it opens the browser? We will see that, don't worry. Sorry. Open the browser. Which browser it is opening exactly? Chrome browser. Definitely it'll teach you how to open other browsers also. What is the last step is doing?
Closing the
Close the browser.
Close the browser. Right. So where they have written a code for opening the browser, let us see this here. What is this code? Left side.
Creating an object.
Hey, only this variable.
Difference.
And the
Creating
reference.
a reference.
Variable of Chrome driver.
Now tell me, if you just create a reference variable, do you think it will open the browser?
No.
Let me comment
No.
it.
No.
Doing anything? No.
No.
Next. Will it new open the browser?
No.
No. New is a Java keyword, am I right?
Yes, it's a new.
What's the use of new keyword?
Creating an
Creating the object.
New object
That is a
of Chrome
generic
driver.
concept.
Yes.
What is this?
Chrome driver. it's
calling
a-
Chrome driver.
What is that? What is that?
In the constructor of the
Constructor.
program.
Constructor.
Now, can we write a program inside a constructor?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Yes.
Possible.
Yes, sir.
They have written a program to open the browser. So where is the code for opening the browser? In
Default constructor.
constructor.
The
Chrome
constructor.
I
driver.
mean, if you simply open the constructor, you will not see all the program. It is they call a method inside the method, they call another method. Somewhere it does it. So now my question is, I will just run only this code. I will just run only this code. Tell me what will happen. Is it a valid Java program?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
So
sir.
tell me what will happen if I run it. Use your common sense and tell.
It's low.
You will come.
It has to open the browser. Is it opening the browser?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yours are not closing. Why it is not closing?
You have not written
Because
the
it's not closing anywhere.
Is it a valid program?
No.
No.
No. Why? Because I'm not storing the address.
We have to,
Address
yes, we have to store some
No.
variable.
No.
is orphan.
Why we should store it in a variable? Because use it in
Use.
the further steps.
Purple.
Yes or no?
Yes,
In the
reusable.
future, I want to use it. That is the reason I'm storing it. Let me just run. Open the browser, close the browser. One last step I'll show you. Actually speaking, this is enough. But for the satisfaction purpose, I'll explain all this. Don't worry. Which is the another method I'm calling?
Get.
Get.
How many argument?
One or
One arg.
What type?
string.
String.
What is it?
URL.
URL.
I hope you know that. http://www.google.com. Don't give google.com. Don't give www.google.com. It should be http://www.google.com. Let us see what happens. Guess what it does. You only tell me.
Open the browser, enter the
Open
URL.
Open the
and
This will
just-
open the browser. This will close the browser. What this code
Enter,
will do?
enter
No,
the
enter the
URL.
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 Let's see. Let's see. Let's see. Let's see.
Then close it.
Is it open Google?
Yes.
Yes.
It is closed. Let me just comment it. Let me just. Is it working?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Of course. So many things are happening in the background. I will teach you tomorrow definitely. What is this key? What is this value? What is this system.set property? what are we doing here? All those things I'll teach you just for today, for testing purpose. Okay, so please ensure that you have written this program. Not this is also not enough. Just this much is enough. Okay, if you run it, what should happen? It should just open the browser. Am I right? Write this program, post the screenshot. That's all for today. Right? Day by day, we'll increase the number of lines of code. And if you are facing any issues, you can ping me. No issues. Okay, so I will resolve that. Of course, immediately I may not be able to resolve it. There may be too many people facing issues. Do that. My humble request: write this program, run it, post the screenshot.
Sent it, sir.
Very good. Shweta, program is same for Mac also. Only difference would be you are not writing .exe. Remove the .exe. That's all. And of course, you have to set the permission. If it is not working, you let me know. I will show. Madhuri, very good. Just code photo is not enough. I want the proof that it is open the browser. Sunil, very good. Sunil posted. That's all. I'm not going to teach anything else, right? For today, slowly we'll start step by step. Please ensure that you are logging using your laptop. Today only you are set up the Selenium so that tomorrow onwards you will not struggle much. Right.
Share the recording of it.
And for whoever it is working fine, okay, this program is working fine, they can leave for today. And people whoever is not using the laptop, okay, you can also leave for today. People who are using laptop, tried it, but facing some issues can stay back. Right? Tomorrow we'll meet up at 7 o'clock. 1.5 hours is not enough. I feel, see this, hardly we wrote 1 or 2 lines. 1.5 hours is not enough. Since it is the first day, I started with, okay, 7:30. And actually speaking, I was also outside. I was on the way my home, sorry. So tomorrow we'll try to connect at 7, right?